Can I groove with you? Yeah. Come on now. Let me see y'all clap y'all hands. You grooving to the sounds. G Womack. What's up, baby? I spotted you from across the room. You alone is a safe.
Hello, welcome to another Sex Battles. Hey, y'all ain't ready tonight. It's going down. I got the fellas in the house. We finna tell y'all what the real is. We're going to let y'all know what's really going on. I got my producer up in here. What's up, Chris?
Hey, y'all. How y'all be? What's going on? Now, I know it's been a long time, but okay, well, I'm going to let y'all know about that. Yeah.
We also got, y'all, now, my listeners love this lady so much. Every time we do a show and she's MIA, I'm always being asked, yo, what happened to her? Where is she at? Because Queen does not bite her tongue. I think Queen got something to say about this real man thing. So, what's up, Queen? Welcome to the show.
Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody.
Just so y'all know, and I don't get to do this much in front of Queen. Queen is the one that's responsible for all of our flyers that go out on the Sex Battle page. She does so much work behind the scenes and never gets props for it to her face because she's usually not here. So I just want to say personally, me, myself, Jacob, thank you, Queen. We appreciate you. Yo, hey, we going to have to do something to get Queen something because, man, she's doing a lot of work for free, ain't she, Chris?
Sip a lot of tea tonight.
Ain't no damn tea.
Hey, shout out, because I know we got some new people in here tonight. Shout out to all of our new people that have just joined us, either for the first time or actually haven't been here in a while. Shout out to you. Hey, make sure y'all go like the Facebook page, Sex Battles on Facebook. We got a like page. We also have a group. Go and join the group. It's we talk about everything in the group. So it's it's a lot of people like the group more than they like the like page because they like to post stuff and all that kind of thing. So join the group, send a request. We will accept you, let you in, get in on this conversation. Tonight, we talking about real men stand up. Where you at? The ladies been asking, and I hear it so much. Queen, though, where the real men at? What's going on with the real men? How can I find a real man? Why every time I get with a dude? Why every time I get with a dude, he turned out to be a boy? He ain't this and he ain't that. So we gonna break down real man logic for y'all tonight. You know Jacob breaks laws. I've been told I'll be breaking the man law like every show. Because I give out the secrets because I feel like a lot of dudes out here be doing all kind of stuff that just don't make no sense. And I'm tired of hearing women saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. And it sounds like a repeated record, but it be different females, and they say the exact same thing. There ain't no real man. The real men that died off. Real men either in jail or they're gay. That's what they all saying. So we're going to break that down for you because, ladies, I got a shocker for you tonight. I don't think y'all ready for it. But, yeah, we going to get into this show. You ever want to join us live on Sex Battles, all you got to do is pick up your phone, call 641-715-3640. That's 641-715-3640. Enter the code 286517. Hit your pound key, because if you don't hit the pound key, I don't know where you're going to go, but you won't come in here. And I've had people tell me they called into the show, they entered the code, they never hit the pound key, so they never heard the show.
That's sad. And then also, I'm going to add on to that, too. If you missed the show, it will be on WCC Live 24/7 on YouTube, so I will put it on. I know I've been falling behind for like the last 2 shows, but I will put it up. Shut the fuck up. I will put it up sometime this week. Definitely before Saturday. I got to go back to work tomorrow, so yeah, don't judge me.
Welcome to the show, everybody that's coming in. Y'all take a seat.
Welcome to the new caller that just called in. Please,
yeah, we're going to get to y'all in a second. Yo, we talking about real men tonight. Okay, since we got Queen here tonight, Queen, help us open up. Queen, give me your definition of a real man. Now, fellas, listen to this, because this the woman that be spitting the knowledge all the time. Queen, let us know what a real man is to you.
A real man is understanding. A real man knows the meaning of compromise. A real man knows how to take over a household, and a real woman, knows how to follow her man. So you can't you got to understand, and let me go ahead into my next thing. Women keep saying they can't find a good man. You have to be able to set yourself up to be attractive to a good man. If you can attract a good man, you will keep attracting what's not good for you, which in return you will keep thinking that there's no good men in the world. No, because you keep attracting the wrong people. So when you make yourself attractive to good men, you will find that there is good men left in this world.
Wow. I don't think they heard that. Chris, I miss our applause. Queen just said a mouthful.
I couldn't do it like Clapper style, so I had to actually do it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, live, yes.
Queen just said
but that's some deep-ass shit, though. That's really deep.
Wow. Chris, you agree? What's the deal?
Yes, wholeheartedly. Yeah, I do, and then some. I feel that people always say that they are a real man, but they don't know how to act upon being a real man. Now, when you say that you're a real man, that's just nothing but a slogan. You know what I'm saying? But if you acting like a bitch, you're being a bitch-ass nigga. You're not being a real man. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Just because you walking around with a dick and you fucking pussy does not make you a real man, just like you know. Okay? So, if you're going to be a real man, you need to act it. You need to pay your bills. You need to take care of your household. If you got a family, you need to take care of your kids. Make sure that they're sheltered. Make sure they got what they need. Don't say that you're a real man and you acting like a little girl. That does not work. Just because you're driving a car does not make you a real man. I'm letting y'all know this shit because, like I said, I have been raised up in a family household with, just one parent. It was just me and my mother. My father was nowhere around, okay? He was there for me financially, but as a man, he ain't raised me to be a man. I have to find that out on my own. That's why sometimes, like this show, like this whole entire thing, you know, that we're doing tonight, I take it personally because I never had a father to raise me to teach me to be a man. I had to find that out on my own, and trust me when I say this. Being the only child and being raised up by a mother, you know what I'm saying? It really, when you don't have a father there, it really takes a lot out of you. It's a part of you that you have to go find out later in life. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have role models. You're going to have, like, mentors or whatever, but it ain't nothing like to have a father in your life to teach you to be a man.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. That's why I got a problem with it. Some ladies that decide.
Thank you.
Now I'm not saying, before I say this, because I know I'm going to get emails and instant messages and all kind of hate mail, but I'm not saying if this man or dude is, because this is different between a man and a boy, but if this dude is putting his hands on you, by all means, get out of that situation. I do not agree with that at all. None. Verbally or physically abusive relationships are bad. And you carry that along with you for a long, long time. What I'm saying is there are some women out here that just want to cast dudes off, don't want to be with them because they come to find out that this dude that they with is a real man and he ain't backing down on stuff. Now, we make compromises and we talk. I'm speaking from a personal situation. That's why I'm so real about this, because from a personal situation where I'm in, my daughter's going on 11 years old. I haven't seen my daughter since she was a month old. Now, a lot of people say, dog, man, what's up with that? What's the problem? When that woman is blocking you from seeing your child, there's pretty much not much you can do about it. And until recently, and I let it go. I prayed about it. I let it go, and I said, God, yo, do what you got to do. When my daughter get of age to where me and her, and she has an understanding in that household of what's going on, let her contact me. Because I got blocked on Facebook. Every time I was supposed to see my daughter, something was going on, so it wasn't happening. I got a problem with that, especially when I ain't did nothing wrong. And there's a lot of fellas out here that have been called dogs and been called bad names, and they ain't even did nothing wrong except for do what they were supposed to do. But the woman didn't like the situation that she was in because she was not in control. Tell me I'm lying. I'm just speaking from personal experience. Now, I consider myself a real man. When I got put on child support, I paid my child support. No problems. When my child support went up because my job went up, I paid that. No problems. But it was always talk. There was a lot of talk going on. So, fellas, I feel you. I know where you at. I understand you. And I'll say this, because like I said earlier, the real man locked up and the real man gay. I'm going to blow some of y'all minds right now. Get ready for it. Get ready for a mind-blowing moment. I've met some guys that are locked up and in prison, real men, stand-up men. They just got caught up in the situation. There's a guy actually here in Alabama that I'm real cool with, and the dude got actually caught up because he looked like somebody that did something. So he was in jail for over 10 years until recently, when he recently got out of jail, because they actually found the actual dude that did it. He confessed because he said it was so much on him and it was just bothering him. He couldn't take it no more. And he confessed to the crime that he did. Now, this man, he got stuff on him that he ain't even do. But everybody's looking at him because he says, oh, yeah, I've been in jail for 10 years. So women like, what the heck did you do? Oh, no, that's when the whole conversation changed. And I'll blow your mind this way, too. Y'all know I've worked in the gay community. I worked in the gay community for years, straight man working in the gay community. I've met some real men in the gay community that are, should I say, like other men, but they real man, and they stand up, and they'll let you know what's going on with them. They ain't like these cats, because I've met some cats that are quote-unquote bi, or whatever you want to call it. And when you bring up the situation of, hey, the women that you be with know that you be messing around with men, they cuss you out. Like,
that's
dude, are you serious?
AK download niggas.
You
know, stay away
they
from
be
those.
like, are you serious? I would never tell a woman that, because if I tell a woman that, she won't be with me. Duh.
But it depends on how good you dicking her down. I'm just saying.
Okay. You know what, Chris? We got a lot of people in here. Hey, if y'all ever want to join us, get on your phone, call 641-715-3640. That's 641-715-3640. Enter the code 286517. Hit the pound key to join us when we're live and in conference during the show. Sometimes we don't even do a show. We just
and make sure you bring your tea, because Chris is going to say stuff that may cause you to choke. You may need something to drink.
Look, yes, you do.
Alcoholic beverages are preferred.
Yes. Yes, I'm serious. Tea for two, bitch. And you better bring your cubes, too, because I don't offer sugar. I got the sugar included, provided.
Chris, I want to get some of these people that's on the line. I know we got a lot of fellas on the line tonight. We got some real men, ladies.
Caller
ladies, you want to know where they at? They on the line.
He's actually a new caller.
Okay.
I think 228, area code 228. You're live on Sex Vows, Real Men. You're live. What's your name?
Ricky.
How you doing, Ricky? This is Chris.
What's up?
How you doing? Shut up. All right, so you know what the topic is tonight. Do you want to tell us what you think a real man is?
A provider, a leader.
Go ahead. That's it right there.
Do you like? How can I say this? Do you qualify? Do you look at yourself as a real man? Are you that type that talk about I'm a real nigga, blah blah blah? You know what I'm saying? Are you the type that just stand on your own 2 feet and actually, back up your words through your actions, or do you just talk it out? Tell us.
Well, first off, I don't call myself a nigga because I'm a king.
Okay.
All
right. Okay.
That's just me. But I do consider myself a real man. I'm a provider. I'm the head of my household. And I have a daughter that I make sure she's well taken care of. No questions asked. So.
Okay.
That's what's up.
I know that's right. Because you gotta start teaching these girls or these women, girls when they're young. If their father treat them like that, then they're gonna look for a real man and not be settling for these men where they end up hanging with their friends talking about is no good man. My daddy taught me that. My dad taught me what a man should do for a woman and how you should be treated. So if you can't treat me like my father, then you need to move on about your business.
Yeah, I open the car door for my daughter all the time, and I tell her, this is what your husband is supposed to do whenever you get older.
And Ricky, how old is your daughter?
My daughter, she'll be 9 in March.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's what I said. They start early.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If there's something that you guys have, the viewers that's watching this show right now, if you have not listened to me before, listen to me now. Teach your kids the values of being a man or being a woman, okay? Because they're going to have to learn at an early age, especially now these days. These days, society will corrupt our kids out here these days, especially with rap and, social media and all this other shit. They get wrapped around in that shit. Get your kids early. That's all I can really tell you. I was fortunate that my mom was very overprotective of me, and she taught me the values of being a man the best way she knew how, and I love her for that. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I had to learn the rest on my own. You know what I'm saying? But God was with me, and, I'm the person that I am today because of those role models, because of my mother, because that I had my own mind and I was focused on, I'm going to learn. If I have to learn the hard way, so be it. But as long as I learn how to be a man, that's all that matters.
And see, that was a question I was going to ask you earlier. If you had that role model or, people in your life.
Yeah, I had several role models in my life. It was one of my best friends' father. For some reason, he seen something in me that he really, that he really admired about me. You know what I'm saying? Especially at a young age. But it also put resentment between him and his son, because his son kind of really resented me because his father was showing me more attention than him. And that's why I kind of pulled back from that, because he was actually going to give me his truck. He said, when you get your license, I'm going to give you this truck. I said, what about your son? He said, well, my son, he ain't doing shit, so I'm going to just give it to you since you work hard or whatever, blah, blah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I had role models like that, but, I was fortunate. I will honestly say that I was fortunate, I was blessed, I was humble, Now,
and I'll say this, speaking on that sense, I know there's a lot of real men out here who grew up without a father in the household, or they seeing different men coming in and out, or a bunch of them, and me being a PK, I can tell you I have a lot of people that's in the Christian community that are real men, that are preachers and ministers, and they're pastoring churches and all this kind of stuff. Never had a man in the household, but they were raised the way that they need to be raised, and they had those people, those specific people that would step in like a gym teacher or, whatever. I was watching, just real quick, I was watching Maury earlier today. Well, no, it wasn't Maury. It was Bill Cunningham. And he had a couple of guys on there today, and they're veterans, and they were talking about how they had different men that stepped in and helped raise them because they didn't have a father figure in the household. But they're real men. They went and joined the armed service. They got whatever. Some of them had some troubled child lives or whatever it may be, but they got everything together and they kept it moving. And we have to shout them out too. Them men that step in when the real man or man or whatever father figure is not in that household. Stepfathers, shout out to y'all, because it's a lot to take on a child that's not even yours. Shout out, and stepfathers don't get a lot of love all the time. I was a stepfather, so I know what y'all go through. Shout out to the stepfathers. Chris, I know we got some more people in here.
Well, thank you. Well, first, let me give a shout out to Ricky. I'm going to give a shout out to you later on or whatever. But stick around for the show, because me and you need to talk on the air about what we talked about earlier about, that queen. So stick around for that. Okay. All right. Our next caller, he haven't been on the show in like 2 years, but I'm glad he's back today. Wow. Mr. Rashad, how you doing? Welcome to the show. You already know what the topic is tonight, so spit, brother. What you think a real man is?
Well, like you said, just in general, see, a real man is, like you said before, someone that doesn't need words to define it. And I'm going to explain that to you. You see, a man can say he's a man, but can be a boy. See, boys talk the talk, but see, a real man can actually walk the walk, because you can know a man by his actions. That's the number one thing I understand. You can tell a man by the way he carries himself, by the way he talks, by the way he walks, by the way he presents himself to other people. But see, little boys out here want to show. They want to boast. They want to brag. Real men don't have to do that, because see, real men understand that if you're about your business, then it's nobody else's business to be in your business.
Now, I've been saying that on so many shows.
But see,
he's right. He's right.
Man.
And that's real talk. I mean, that's at the end of the day what a real man is, and also, man, to piggyback off what Queen said, the real men haven't left. You see, the real women have left, and I'm going to explain something to you. Women complain that men are dogs. But watch this. But if a woman's passing out dog food, then that's what you're going to get.
Man, you better cut that out.
Come on, man. Think about it. Think about it. A real woman wouldn't have to worry about twerking, showing off, showing the attention. See, you can catch you watch this. Hold on, y'all got me hyped for a second. You can catch a man's attention, but you can't catch a man's heart. That's the problem. See, a real woman can catch a man's heart and his attention.
Man, you better preach.
But see, no one ever talks about that. No one ever talks
That's
about
the minister talking right now.
Yeah, I don't mean to be that way, but I mean, dude, I'm like, yo, real talk. Like, I'm gonna take the caller for a second. Like, be 100, keep it 100. If you attract dogs, then that's what you're gonna get. So therefore, you cannot sit up here and tell me that all men are dogs when that's all you're attracted to. That's all that you put out there to get back. If you give me cheap, guess what? You're gonna get cheap. But if you give me quality, watch you get substance. Come on, they're not thinking about that.
Man, I like him.
Rashad is deep. He is really deep. I've known that man for almost 5 years.
Yeah,
he is very deep. He is really deep. But yes, wow. I can't even.
I mean, Chris, I've been saying this for the longest. Ladies, that y'all listening to this show, y'all been listening for the longest. I keep saying it's the way you present yourself. Real men are still out here.
Come on.
It's just you keep presenting yourself the wrong way and attracting the wrong type of dude.
Hey, come on.
He just said it. I've said this I don't know how many times on Sex Battles. You got to present yourself a certain way to get what you need. I'm going to leave early morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, to go to Atlanta to my sister's wedding. I've never met any of my sister's boyfriends except for one. This dude that she's finna marry, as soon as I think they were together maybe a month, and she introduced him to me. Women know.
Wait. Say it again. You said they've been together for a what?
No, they've been together for years now.
Oh,
but
okay.
My sister never. Let me tell you this: real women, and women in general, there are certain guys women are going to take home and introduce to their family.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody don't get introduced to family. Fellas, you know this. We don't bring everybody home. We don't introduce everybody to mama. When you find that real one, that's when you get introduced. And this is my baby sister. She's the last one of all four of us. I met this dude, and I knew off the bat. I said, man, this is a good dude. The way he talked, the way he presented himself, I was like, oh, I like this dude. And I've never met anybody that my sister talked to. Because my sister is private like that. She keeps everything on the low. When I met this dude, I was like, oh, this is one of those special dudes. Because I'm telling you, my sister is going on 32? I've never met anybody she's been with. I didn't even know she was with anybody. And that's another sign. Just fellas, if you want to know, if you've been with your girl for years and you never met any of her family, she never invited you to the family reunion, you ain't never went to dinner with moms, yeah, dog, you're not the one.
Exactly.
Chris, who else we got in here? Man, stay on the line.
Thank you so much, Rashad. Just stick around because we
gotta get some more from Rashad because
for sure. He already know that's family right there. I'm gonna have to give him a shout out on Facebook later on.
Man.
Let's see. Okay, we're gonna get area code 651. You're live on Sex Battles. How you doing? The topic is real men. What do you think a real man is? And state your name. Hello?
Oh, Are they there?
I don't know. Okay, we'll come back to you. Area code. Let's get Fresh online. Fresh, you already know what the topic is. How you doing?
Don't blame me. Blame your mama. Don't blame me. Blame mama.
Fresh.
I think that real man is having an issue right now.
Okay. All right.
You
Fresh
might have
is
to
having
come
an
back
issue
to him
right
too.
now. Okay. Going once. Going twice. Fresh is there. Okay, he in the background. Okay, let's go to our next caller. Ro, you already know what the topic is tonight. How you doing? Welcome back.
What up? What up?
You already know what the topic is, so spit. What you think a real man is?
First of all, I want to say to Rashad, shout out, bro. You read my mind because I've been telling women this for years that, you know, that a real man don't say he a real man or a king. You know, like, not saying, like, you won't say he a king, but, you know, like, you know, they let their actions speak louder than words, and I want to shout them out for that because, you know, I was actually going to say that. But my definition of a real man is that he would treat he's going to treat his woman how he wants his mother and daughter to be treated. That is a real man.
Oh, wow. See, that was deep. Just say that again, because I don't think they heard you.
A real man would treat his mother and daughter, he would treat his woman how he would want his mother and daughter to be treated. Aunties, grandmother, sister, whoever, best friend, whoever. Because if you're gonna put hands on the man that put hands on your woman, on your mother, well then if you out here treating a woman wrong, then somebody should put hands on you.
Wow. That's real talk.
Deep.
Fellas, I hope y'all heard that. Ladies, I hope you heard that. That is another good point. Because believe it or not, what you do to somebody else will come back on you. And nine times out of 10, it's going to be in the form of a dude dogging your mom out the same way you dog old girl out. Dogging no girl out, your sister out, your cousin out, your best, or I heard dudes be besties with women now, your bestie out the same way. And think about how upset you would get or upset you got when you heard about the dude and how he dogged her out. Think about that, because it's going to come back. Karma, like Chris said, karma is a mob.
It is. It'll come back on you when you least expect it.
Oh, that's a good point. That is an awesome point. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
All right. Thanks, Ro, for your comments. All right.
Man. I like this show.
Spike, you are next. What do you think a real man is?
First of all, shout out to Ricky for, like, you know, for his words. Like, that shit I can identify. But one thing I really wish there was more men my age on this damn call, because they need to hear some of this stuff badly. Now, as far as what the topic is, I'm going to start the first part off in 3-question form. You know how you ask 3 important questions about how a man finds a real woman? Well, like everything, it works 2 ways. How you can tell you found a real man. First and foremost, does he have potential? Not just in, like, physical being. I'm talking about where is he at in life? How stable is he? How does he interact with people? How does he interact with you as a person? Does he treat you like a human being, or does he treat you like the scum on the bottom of his shoe? Second question, is this somebody you can bring home to daddy? Y'all see what I did there? Because like Odu said earlier, every woman is looking for the love of their father. If they know what a good man's supposed to be like, if they saw their father treat their mother like she's supposed to be treated, i.e. a queen, then they're going to look for the same thing in their potential husband. Third question.
Oh, y'all on point. Y'all stealing all my points.
Third question. Can you see yourself spending the rest of your life with this man? If any of those 3 questions is no, then you ain't got no damn real man. Now to continue, I actually saw this post earlier that really kind of pissed me off a little bit. There was this guy that got in a horrific accident that could have took his life. His girl stood by him, helped took care of him, nursed him back to health, and this bum-ass nigga still went back and got her best friend pregnant. That right there, that's the kind of stuff I don't play. That's not a real man. That's a real, bitch-made nigga, because how the hell you gonna go through all this stuff? Woman is riding and dying for you, giving up all her time, paid your hospital bills with her college tuition money that she could have continued her education with. She basically wasted her college tuition money on his sorry ass because he was listening to his dick rather than his head on top of his shoulders. That's the type of shit that makes real men look bad, and thus making them more obvious to women, because good men are so hard to find because they try to act like chameleons. They put on this little good real man mask, and then as soon as they, quote unquote, got the woman hook, line, and sinker, they take the mask off and they show them how ugly they really are. And I think that's some bullshit, because women, and I'm going to use the word all here because I said this before, all women are naturally badass. All women are naturally badass. They all deserve to be treated like queens, no matter what size they are, no matter what color they are, no matter where they're from. They all deserve to be treated with respect and like a woman should be treated, i.e. a queen. They're not supposed to be treated like they the goddamn peasant on the side of the road begging for change. You ain't no freaking king unless you got a queen behind you, or hell, fuck that, beside you, walking with you through every facts of life, positive or negative, rich and poor, sickness and in health. You ain't no king until you got a real queen by your side. And if you keep abusing that, how does that saying go? What one man won't do, what a boy won't do, a man will.
And it's very deep, Spike. Very deep, but very on point, though. As I said, you can't raise a boy to be a man unless he has the tools to be a man. That's just how it works. I mean, you can't.
And the saddest part is people get that shit confused.
Yeah, they do.
They get it real confused. They think a real man is somebody who got a lot of money and like get a lot of girls. Hell to the no.
It doesn't work that way. I mean, if it worked that way, I mean, trust and believe, the world would be a perfect place right now. But I'm sorry, it just does not work that way. If you want to be a man, trust and believe, you're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to work hard. You got to be a provider, like Ricky said earlier. You got to be a leader. You got to be a role model, pretty much. That's what. And you can't give up too easily.
You can't give up too easily either. So the first thing go wrong is certain people they'll actually just, you know what, I'm gonna try this for 2 minutes and then I'm gonna move back to where I was. Basically, trying to take that one step forward and you still end up taking 10 steps back because you figure, oh, it's too hard. No, the fuck it's not. You just ain't got the drive to do it.
Exactly.
That is so true.
That's bullshit.
That is so
Spike,
true.
thank you so much for your comments, dude. You've been on
You're
point
welcome,
all
man.
night, dude. Stick around, okay? Let's get to our next call. Well, actually, let me get to the callers that we'll go back around. Let's see. Fresh, you available?
Are you available?
Okay, well, nigga, you was in the background up there asking for Rice Krispie treats. I was just trying to figure out what was going on with you.
Sometimes you gotta eat Rice Krispie. Real men like Rice Krispie treats. Nah, how you like that?
Nah. Fat men like fat cake. That's what they like. Shit, you know what? Anyway, Fresh, I am not gonna start with you, dude. You already know what the topic is tonight.
Don't you
real
judge
men.
me.
Yeah, shut up.
Well, I mean, in today's society, like, is everything is so. It's just like when you look at life, it's not the way it used to be. It was like everybody didn't grow up the way you grew up, so it's like we as the adults now are the last of that generation that grew up to be men. And, we weren't, because it's not like when we were younger, we didn't have what they have now. So it was like we actually had people to raise us. See, nowadays it's like everything else raises your kids, but you was like there's TV, and then there's social media,
Facebook.
It's like so everything that we had to ask our parent, you don't have to ask anymore because there's a Google app now.
That's true.
So it's like you don't really need your mom to answer no questions. It's like, oh, well, I just talk to my smartphone because they'll give me all the correct answers that I need. When, you know, that's not really always true all the time. But
I mean, I don't get how people think that an app is going to teach you how to be a man or be a woman. I'm just
and then I also think, like, a lot of people are easily influenced. Like I hear a lot of people saying, well, I don't let my kid do this or I don't let my kid watch that. It's like, well, if your kid is very impressionable, then yeah, you shouldn't, because everything that you don't let your kid do, like I did when I was younger, and I turned out just fine. Like I listened to rap music growing up, but I didn't grow up robbing people or I didn't steal from people. I knew that if you wanted money, you had to earn it. So the way to earn it was went out and you got a job.
There you go.
Because that's what I seen beforehand. It was like, well, you know, if you want this, you want that, you know, you do it the right way. So
I was raised the same way. Like
I just think people blame everything else because they not doing the proper thing of raising their kids. So they try to put it on, well, there's too much social media, there's too much TV. It's like, man, you can still do that stuff. You just gotta give it an ample amount in small doses.
Yeah.
And as I'm saying, everybody, it starts from home. It don't start on Facebook. It don't start on Tumblr. None of these social media stuff. It starts from home. If you want to learn your values, how to be, you know what I'm saying, be a man or be a woman, it starts from home.
There you go.
So
that's the number one point.
Fresh, thank you so much for your comments. Stick around. I'm going to come back to you. Let me get back to area code 651. Are you online with us? Hello? Okay.
651.
All right, so they still not back yet. I think we went by everybody. Did you want to talk about Bruce?
Oh. Now, okay, ladies and gentlemen, before we open up the lines, I don't know if everybody is aware of this, and I was trying to Google it while we were talking, exactly what award it was that he received. Bruce Jenner, which everybody know, is now what does he go by?
Transgender.
Caitlyn. He goes by Caitlyn Jenner. This is one of the big deals that happened where he had a sex change. He lives in the gay community as a woman. There is an award that is given every year. And this award is for the Woman of the Year. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm trying to look it up now. Actually, like I said, I was looking it up while we was talking. What exactly the Woman of the Year award? Apparently, it's an award. Like I said, that happens every year. And this year, believe it or not, shocking to everyone, Caitlyn Jenner got the Woman of the Year. Now, it's all over social media. Tonight. Now, this was revealed, I think it was 2 days ago, when they actually... I gave her, whatever you want to say, the award. He accepted it, whatever, you know what I'm saying. They was all on social media. Facebook blew up, Twitter blew up, talking about this blue dress that he had on and oh my God, I can't believe they gave this award to someone who's not born a woman. I didn't know this, but Chris just hit me to it before we went live on air. There is actually someone else that was out there that has received the award before Caitlyn got this award for Woman of the Year, who was also a transgender, meaning he was a man before and was a woman. I didn't know that. So it shocked me that this is the second time. The thing is, Caitlyn is more in the public eye, I believe, than the other person was, because I can't even remember who it was, or Chris couldn't remember who it was.
I couldn't at all.
But I wanted to bring this up because we're talking about real men tonight. We're talking about the real men situation, what real men go through. We go through all kind of struggles because we deal with being called we're not real men, all men are dogs. And I know everybody on this line, all of y'all fellas, then ran into a woman that said this. I ain't no real man. I don't know. I don't deal with that type of stuff because of her past previous relationships or engagements or whatever you may call it with guys that they've been with who weren't to their standards men. Because I've been told that a few times myself. Now, I'm going to break this down for y'all real quick before we get into this. Fellas, there are certain qualifications that will cancel out because I say all the time, a real man has a job, a real man goes to work, he puts food on the table, he takes care of the household. There are some men who are unable to go to work, meaning they are disabled. Maybe they've been to the war and they come back and they're hurt. Now, our veterans, we shout out to our veterans. Veterans Day. Shout out to you. Thank you for serving our country. We appreciate you big time. I was watching Steve Harvey earlier today, and Steve was saying, like Steve said, it takes a certain type of person to be in the military. There takes a certain type of person. We're talking about men and women, but there takes a certain type of person to be a real man. Ladies, listen to your boy right now. There are some dudes that will never be a real man. I'm just letting you know up front, straight out, point blank. Ain't no beating around the bush. They ain't going to get it.
No matter how much you think you can change them.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to hit on. There is no changing a guy. If he comes in a certain way and you're like, oh, but he looks so good. Yeah, I can accept him calling me a bitch every once in a while because I'm going to change that. Oh, yeah, I know he don't have a job, but he looks so good. I'm going to help him get a job. If a man don't want to work, now, physical limitations
not everything that
excluded.
You see is always pretty. Just to let y'all
there you
know
go.
that too.
Yeah, there you go. You can't change a dude. Stop trying. Give it up. Let it go. He is what he is. Somebody said if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. So don't go running behind a duck and say, hey, you chicken. I'm just saying. That's from me. Jacob, hit me up on Facebook. Sex Battles. Y'all can send me all your hate mail. Fellas, I told y'all I give out a lot of secrets. So, ladies, if you're been with your man for over 5 years, 3 years, 6 years, and this dude ain't made a commitment to you, you're probably not going to get it.
Not getting one.
I'm just letting you know up
just
front.
Like Invo
if
said, you're
that's
never
what
going
you're
to get
waiting
it.
for,
if that's what you're waiting for, you better get on your knee.
Exactly. Jake,
and hope
I wanted
you say
to
yes.
take the time to talk about Bruce right quick. I really just need to really get
Go ahead.
earlier today, I had made a video. It was a very rather controversial, funny-ass video. I got a lot of people saying that I was funny or whatever, but I think what people really need to, I think what they missed the point of me doing that video, because I'm so tired of the fuckery that happens in this country, okay? If someone is going to portray themselves to be a woman, okay, then what's the whole point of you giving out an award that doesn't even pertain to them? That was my whole point. I was just, honestly, like, behind the humor, behind the laughs, behind the wigs, behind all that bullshit that I did today, I was very upset.
Oh, I
was very heated. Because I feel that this Bruce Wayne or whatever, the track star, used to be track star. I'm just
Did
saying.
you just call that man Batman?
Yeah, Batman, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm saying, I'm trying to be real serious right now, but you know my comedic side it always kind of takes over. But I just feel that Bruce or Caitlyn or whatever you want to call them did not deserve their award. And I'm gonna tell you this. It don't have nothing to do with being prejudiced, because I can't be prejudiced against a community that I associate myself with, or a community that I have been with for the last 10 years or 15 years. Okay? So why you motherfuckers that tried to come at me today, this evening, talking about, well, this was a transgender champion. Well, bitch ass nigga, if you seen it kept scrolling down of why people were so upset. It wasn't that he was the transgender champion. No, that's not the award that he got. No, he got the award for being Woman of the Year. So when I see Woman of the Year, I mean ass, titties, and pussy. Bruce slash Caitlyn does not have that. He still have a dick that's still hanging, okay, wearing a fucking diaper, okay, has a dick that's tucked in, okay? That's not a woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Depends.
That's not a woman, ladies and gentlemen. So when you try, I know that some of you gay motherfuckers in the gay community right now have transgender friends. I have no problem with that. My thing is, it's the title itself. When I see Woman of the Year, I mean maybe Beyonce, the one that got caught in the fucking fan, or you know what I'm saying, Oprah. You know what I'm saying? Someone that have done something to make herself Woman of the Year. The bitch is powerful, okay? The bitch is influential, okay? When I look at somebody like Bruce slash Caitlyn, what have you done for me lately? Other than put on a wig and a dress and put on some cover girl makeup and say, I'm a woman today. Why are you, really?
And last week he didn't want to be a woman no more. I guess he was missing the coup.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not going to even touch on that.
Up on Twitter at haters.com.
I'm not going to even touch up on that, but in closing, because like I said, I'm not going to keep talking about this because, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of getting me kind of riled up. But my thing is this. If you're going to try to comfort somebody like on a serious tip or whatever, if you like disagree with me on this subject, that's fine. We can talk about this one-on-one. I have no problem with debates. I do that when I'm a wrestling fan. I do that shit when we talk about politics or whatever. I do that. It don't matter. But if you know what I'm saying, the one thing that I do have a problem with the gay community is y'all motherfuckers are disrespectful. But I'm not the one that you want to come and disrespect. I'm the motherfucker that will come for you when you try to come for me on some disrespectful shit. I'm not that type of motherfucker. So the next time you try to do that shit looking like a fucking werewolf and you try to come for me, motherfucker,
Lord.
Don't even do that. Don't even do it because this is not what you want. I'm done.
That post really got to Chris today.
It sure did.
Chris, let's open up the lines. Guys, one at a time, we all can't talk together. I know everybody got something to say about this situation. Fellas, let's hit on this real quick because this
you got an award for Woman of the Year?
This just happened. It happened 2 days ago, and they announced the Woman of the Year was Caitlyn Jenner. If you paid any attention to social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everybody is making jokes of it and making light of it and laughing because it's hilarious to everybody.
Okay, so
hilariously disturbing.
Let's backtrack. So, so she got the award for being Woman of the Year. Now, what did she do besides? What did he do besides go get some boobs done?
Boom.
Okay, Fresh. My thing is this. I'm gonna even backtrack even more. What have you done before you decide to be a woman? Run around the damn track? You come on and
When he became a woman, he kept up with the Kardashians. That's about it.
He was with the Kardashians.
You know, the Kardashians have fucked up more lives than George W. Bush. But I'm the, you know what?
Wow.
The Kardashians are the reason he wanted to be a woman.
Wait, say that again. I didn't hear you.
I said I think the Kardashians are the reasons he wanted to change into a woman.
Exactly. They started getting the work done. He was like, well, shoot, I can do it too.
Right. You know, Kanye West to get up on stage and talk about he want to be the next president of the United States in 2010 or 2001.
Stop it.
But the Kardashians is bad, though. Like, Bruce Jenner, ugly as you know.
Talking about somebody that won a gold medal for running around the track in 1976, a guy that's pushing 60 years old. Why in hell?
That was another point.
Why in the holy hell are you going to want to turn yourself into a goddamn woman, and yet you end up with a award for Woman of the Year? This better be a guy. I'm hoping this is some kind of prank, but April Fool's Day is a long way off from now. So I'm really hoping this is a whole giant prank.
It's real. It's real. Listen to what I'm saying. If you don't believe what I'm telling you right now, what me and Chris are talking about, Google it. Go to Google. All you have to do is type in.
And then, too, when you Google the shit, read the whole entire paragraph.
Not just half of it.
Read it all.
Don't read half of it, but read all of it. Because sometimes, like I said, that werewolf that tried to come for me today, he didn't read the whole entire paragraph.
So basically, he let his ignorance do the talking for him.
No, he wanted to stick up for his friend, but no, bitch. You can't stick up for your friend. You got half the information. It doesn't work that way. Shit, then he talk about reading his fundamentals. I don't see it because your ass couldn't read the whole entire paragraph.
What did he say? Reading his what?
He talking about reading his fundamentals. He couldn't even read the whole entire fucking shit he was talking about.
You said this motherfucker said reading is fundamental?
Yes.
Apparently this dude needs some hooked on phonics or some shit because he apparently can't read.
He obviously not. He need to stop going to them damn going to the gym and lifting up them damn weights because it did something to his brain. Obviously.
Lord.
And then on top of that, the niggas from Jersey. You know what? I'm gonna leave.
Oh no! Stop it, Chris. We love our East Coast callers. Everybody in the East.
I'm sorry.
Jersey got their own Jersey on their own. I'm from Virginia.
You know what? I love people from Jersey, but it's this Teen Wolf over here. Just.
He got him stuttering.
No, Chris, let me literally tell you, when I saw that article and his picture above that article and Woman of the Year in the same vicinity of each other, my eyes wanted to pluck themselves out of my head and shoot themselves.
Dude.
They are forever traumatized from that shit.
Dude, I just noticed this shit today. That's what prompted me to do this video. Like, right after I seen this shit, I said, oh, hell no. I had to pick up a few beers before I did that video. That's why I was a little,
Oh, that shit was hilarious.
Look,
It was hilarious.
I asked Chunky. Everybody remember Chunky. Chunky used to be a co-host. Shout out to Chunky. That's my girl. We still talk all the time. I talked to Chunky, and I said, Chunky, did you see Chris' video? I said, Chunk, tell me if I'm lying. Has Chris been drinking?
I was weak.
Hey, if you're
now,
in
Chris can't talk.
battles,
Chris can't talk about me no more.
if you're in sex battles, Chris, you got to post this for sex battles. If you're in sex battles on the like page or in the group, Chris is going to post this video that he did. Y'all have to see this video. You're going to die. It is hilarious.
No tea, no shade. No tea, no shade. That's look.
But enough about that. We talking about real men. What a segue.
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing though. Bruce Jenner show as hell ain't no real man. Every part of that died years ago.
No,
yeah, he died years ago. As soon as he put that wig on, that's when he died.
Yeah, but you also can see that those, and I heard, of course, Fresh say, but the Kardashians are bad bitches. Yeah, they can suck the life out of people.
They're like vampires, right?
Look at these women that are I mean, beautiful. Getting married, 3 marriages, 4 marriages, 5. I'm telling you, some people just not meant to be. That's why you gotta know what you want, and they keep saying, well, like they said, Halle Berry. Well, look, she divorced the man that was beating on her. Then she divorced the man that was a sex addict. What does that say about her? She's going to the same men over and over again.
There you go. And it's not. Ladies, going back to what we were saying previous, it's the fellas you attract.
Exactly.
If you're twerking, if you're dressing a certain way, if you're acting a certain way, you're going to attract a certain type of fella. Talking about that, fellas, you in here. Queen, we know you in here because Queen going to tell us what is real for real, and she ain't sipping no tea.
That's right.
But I want to know from the fellas. Fellas, ladies been saying for years, there are no good men.
Not all ladies.
Matter of fact, let's hear from I want to hear some deep ass shit.
They've been saying all men are dogs. Men ain't about nothing. Every time I get with a man, I find out he ain't a man for real, for real. This is some stuff that I'm gonna give you, ladies. Where are you finding these guys, fellas? Tell me.
I'm gonna wait.
Tell me, fellas. Now we can't all talk at once. We can do it one at a time. Where are the real men at? And I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna let you know where some real men are. Now, ladies, don't go up in here just because you're looking for a dude.
Oh, Lord.
Believe it or not, and I know there are some fake ones in there too, believe it or not, there are some good, wholesome, believing to treat a woman right, praying for the right woman to come into their life, men at church. These are wholesome guys. These are guys that believe in God.
But it's some messed up ones,
they
too.
believe in God. Now, I didn't say all of them. I said there are some there.
But I had to get. Wait a second before you could tell you. I had to point that out that some of them must, because when I just said not all women, you continue with women say that men are dogs.
Queen, you weren't supposed to pay attention to that.
You know what?
Fellas, you see how Queen do me? See what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about right here. Now, that point being made, y'all see what Queen just did? Queen recognized real, because Queen will put you back on top. And a real man, ladies, when you let them know something, they ain't going to fight you on certain things.
Exactly.
They going to take it as, okay, I'm going to work on that. That's something I need to work on. Yeah, I do that sometimes. You know, I apologize. My bad, Queen. You know, I ain't mean to say women as a general, women as a whole, but a lot of y'all women, sorry, Queen.
You know what?
Yeah, don't say
another
y'all
good point,
or all, because, you know, she got a problem with that.
Avoid it at all costs.
But see, right, though, because I get so upset. Now, we talking about real men. I get so upset when women say all men or these guys or whatever you may call them. My problem is the men that you see as men, just because you up in age, you work a full-time job, don't make you a man. That don't make you no man. Now, those are some qualities of a man, but there are some boys that's out here that are working full-time jobs, and they up in age. I done met some boys that's been 50, 60 years old, and they boys. Because they still mentally feel like women ain't nothing. I'm going to do a woman this way. Now, let me point this out to you two ladies. Though. Let me point this out to you two ladies, because I know you know about this. There are a lot of men that have been damaged by what they thought were real women. Listen to what I'm saying. They've been damaged. They've been hurt. They've been lied to. They've been used and abused. Believe it or not, men get abused too. You don't hear about it as much as women do, but men get abused too. And a lot of men catch a lot of flack.
So that gives them a reason to be a hoe.
No, what I'm saying is...
It goes both ways.
What I'm saying is... what I'm saying is that's not a reason for them to do what they've done.
Right.
But there's a reason behind everything. And there's some guys that will tell you straight up. And I look at them as men, because they'll walk up to a woman and say, hey, yo, all I want to do is fuck. I ain't looking for no relationship. I ain't trying to get in with you. We is not finna be in love. Let's do this. Ladies, remember how many times I told you, you hold the key. It's up to you to decide if you want to or not. Because you can set the plan from point A and say, yo, this is all we going to do. Remember, that's what you said. Ain't nothing else going down. Because if a woman says she ain't doing nothing, we can't force you to do it. That's a lot of dudes that feel like they do. It
depends on what kind of emotional state the woman is in. Because you can be quick to say, I want to do it, no strings attached, but your emotions is you hurt, you vulnerable, and as soon as you go to do it, then you want more.
But see, my thing is, sex, believe it or not, when you have sex with a person, you are actually connecting to that person. Regardless of what goes on. Now, y'all know I ain't where I need to be, but I'm in a Christian background, and I believe in God, and I believe in spirits. Whatever that person has on them, you get connected to them sexually, that stuff is going to come on you. Believe it or not. Think about the relationships that you've been in, or even just sex partners that you've had, and what happened after you were sexually involved with that person.
Wait, my mom, then that you said that, I was talking to my mom today. My mom said, I wouldn't say it to your sister. She said, I don't know why they got a dog, because I was itching all night. That dog must got fleas. Then she said, the spirit told me that dog ain't got fleas. I'm itching from all those daggone demons they bringing up in there. Your brother staying there sleeping around. Your sister sleeping around. That's all those demons up in there that got me itching.
I'm telling you, it's real though, Queen. That is so real, because think about this. Check this out. This is a real situation. I had a friend, and this has been a while ago, and he was doing real good for himself. He had a full-time job. he's making 8, 9 figures. The dude is getting it in. I'm talking about he's doing it. Dude connected to this female. They started having sex. They started doing whatever, whenever. Old girl wasn't about nothing. I saw her from the gate. She wasn't about nothing. She ain't had no job. She wasn't trying to get no job. She wasn't trying to go to school. It wasn't nothing. Guess what happened to this dude? Dude lost his job. I don't know where he is right now, because the last time that I saw him, he was strung out on crack. Strung out. I'm talking about so strung out that the Joker stole from what I call my family, because I've known them for so long and we was around each other so long. Christmas Day, dude went up in the crib and took all the presents up out the crib and disappeared.
Wow.
And I've never known this dude to be like that. I'm telling you, man, you got to be careful. That is so real. Your mom said that about them spirits. Them spirits real. People don't believe in angels and all this stuff. I've had physical contact and seen stuff that if I told you about it, it would trip you out. That's real. And I know, what's his name, Chris?
Who?
Your friend that was in here. I don't know if he's still here.
Ricky? Yeah.
Ricky was telling me about his situation and him being in the preacher's zone. And shoot, Ricky, I'm sure he can attest to that. I'm sure he done seen a whole lot of stuff. That you got to be careful who you connect to. But go ahead, fellas. Where can they find y'all at? Because the ladies want to know where the real men are. So I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help these women out tonight.
Where Fresh at? Fresh, where can they find you at?
Fresh not even here.
Oh, Fresh took off. I done scared them off. Uh-oh.
Look, all I'm going to tell you is you can find me at home with my wife. That's about it.
I know that's right.
There you go. Ladies, did you just hear that? Did you just hear that? This man said you find him at home with his wife.
With his freaking wife. I know that's right.
But I guarantee you she don't have to go looking for you neither, dude.
Man, let me tell you something, bro. I had permission to go out. Like, let me tell you something. See, I'm gonna touch on this topic for a second. I'm gonna go back to what you were saying before. Men have to understand that even though we are the heads of the household, sometimes we have to be submissive to our wives or to the person that we're with. Think about it. At the end of the day, they chose us. We didn't choose them. They could have easily told us no, but they said, you know what? I'm going to give him a shot. I'm going to give him a chance. I'm going to take my time away from whatever I was doing, and I'm going to focus it on him. There's something about him. I'm attracted to him. You see, I've been with my wife for 6 years, married for 3. For the last 6 years, I've always asked permission to go out. Even though she said I never had to or whatever have you, but I always do it because it's a sign of humility and respect. Because I want her to know that even if she does tell me, yeah, you can go out, at a split second, if she come home, guess where my black bear is going to be at? At the crib. Because because she is a part of me.
There you go.
Wow.
She chose me. I didn't choose her. She chose
there
me.
You go.
You know what I'm saying? And where you can honestly find a good man, you can find him anywhere. But here's the thing. You can look through your eyes to see it, but you have to search in your heart to feel it. That's the problem that people don't understand.
Right.
What they don't understand is the fact that just because it may be physically appealing to you, it is not spiritually good for you. Because you can paint a piece of crap gold, but guess what? At the end of the day, what is that going to be? Crap.
Still crap.
It's still crap. Regardless of how you dress it up and how you shape it up, it's still crap. There's so many people out here. Go ahead.
That's what, and I really am glad you did come and express that. Gator, that's why I want you to understand why I'm in love. This wasn't something that was just, oh, this man is just so sexy, this and that. No, me and my husband connected on a level that nobody would truly understand. My baby father ended up going to prison, and you know that, when I was 5 months pregnant. For 5 years, after I had my child, 5 years, I stopped dealing with everybody. So for this man to come in and be able to catch my attention and make me want to deal with somebody again, Lord.
Yeah.
Ricky just said it all.
They don't understand it. They don't understand, and that's the problem. Because I'm going to tell you something else, Queen. And women have to learn, first of all, their self-worth. That's the number one thing that you have to understand. No matter what goes, no matter what comes, you hold all the cards. Ladies, if you're listening, understand this. You hold all the cards. At the end of the day, and look, your vagina has power. Regardless of what you think, you literally hold all the cards.
Yeah.
But what we don't understand is, and I'm you know what, I'm taking calls again. So I started to give a preaching mode for a moment. But I ain't talking yet. but I'm talking because I want you guys to understand something. You see, check this out. If I have a clam, right, and there's a pearl inside the clam, what do I have to do to get the clam out? I have to work. I have to put in time to pry that thing open, to get inside that clam. See, that clam represents the woman's heart that's been hurt. And see, what you have to do is you have to find a way to get into that clam and get that pearl, which is her heart. You can do all that you want. You can boil it, you can whatever. But if that clam doesn't open, that pearl come out, what are you going to do? You're going to throw it away. Why? Because it didn't open up the way you wanted it to. Understand something, that a woman will open up when she wants to, but you have to give her a reason to do it. And if you don't give her a reason to do it, then guess what's going to happen? She's going to get hurt again. And she's going to put up more defense. She's going to put up more defense. And it's going to be even tougher for the next gentleman. Notice I said gentleman, not man, but a gentleman, to come in there and do what's right. Just like Queen said, for 5 years. She cut people 5 years. Like that right there should express something to you. 5, Lord have mercy. But as a matter of fact, listen, I'm for 1,825 days, she went without. Do you not understand that? And someone pregnant on that 126th day and caught her attention. Think about that. You have to put in work to get the woman that you love. And if you're not willing to put the work in, then what are you doing? Because all you're going to do is get your next fix. All you're going to do is get your next high. All you're going to do is get your next hit. And guess what? All that's going to tie in. And now back to what I was talking about with the whole sex thing. And it goes in the same thing. Women need to stop devaluing themselves. Listen, there you go. It's not a double standard. It's not. And that pisses me off to the core of my being. When you sit up here and say, well, I can go out there, you know what I'm saying, I'll go out there, hit this joint real quick, but my girl better be at the crib. No, Negro, come on, brother, listen to me. What gives you the innate audacity to go out there and disrespect your woman while having sex with another woman? And woman, what gives you the audacity to accept the fact that a man has another woman at home, but yet you're okay being second best when you're supposed to be first?
That's crazy.
Don't devalue yourself. But what the problem is the fact that it starts at home. Understand something. I've done this and I've dealt with it. In ministry,
I really like this guy.
Yeah, I do too.
I like you guys too. But no, when I talk in ministry, I've done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm bound by the laws of the church. So therefore, whatever people tell me, I can't speak on. And that's something that I hold serious. But I will tell you this: I counsel young women that have been molested, that have been abused, and they take that mentality and guess what? They don't speak on it, but they act on it. You know why? Maybe this is all I'm good for. Maybe this is all I am good for, because guess what? Someone so did it to me, so guess what? You know what? Hell, I don't even care anymore. We have to, and men play on it. You know what? And I'm be honest, I did that. Real talk. Before I got my life together, man, look, I was out there, and I prayed on women with low self-esteem. Because why? It was easy. I ain't got to do no work. She already damn it's good. Hell, I go in there and give her a little bounce. But it wasn't until I grew up and understood the value of what a woman gives me and what the value of her work is. But until a man sees a woman for what she truly is, then a woman will never appreciate who she is to become. That's the problem that we have right now. I'm done. I'm off my I'm sorry. I'm off my
man. Wow. Ain't nobody stopping you because you on point.
You see, I ain't said nothing.
You are so on point. Man, I don't know how many times, and Queen a witness to this, what you saying right now, ladies, you got to pay attention, because this is the same stuff I've been saying for years. I've been saying this on sex battles for years. This is the deal. This is what's going on. This is what you need to do. This is what's going on. You hearing from a real man exactly what I've been saying for the longest.
But could I also say that, and oh Lord, you need to keep coming on the show. You are great.
I keep telling you, black guys to come on the show.
But I want to say that you have to. Women is not. It starts from home, but it's not too late to find out your self-worth and get yourself together, because you need to know your self-worth, and you need to be able to know yourself for yourself. And that 5 years gave me the chance, because I was one of the women that felt like I always needed to be with somebody, because I was damaged. I was hurt. I kept thinking like, man, I need to be with somebody. Man, I need to be with somebody. Then I end up having my child. And when I say those 5 years taught me so much about myself, if I wouldn't have took those 5 years for myself, I wouldn't be married, because I'll be still chasing after the same thing. Those 5 years let me figure out what I wanted out of life, what I was going to tolerate from people, and what, in general, I was worth as a woman. So it ain't too late.
I'm going to join in with y'all. And Queen, you heard me say it. Chris, you heard me. Ro heard me. Everybody in here pretty much has heard me say this. I don't know how many shows. After a relationship, whether it's good, whether it's bad, when you break up, take time to get to know yourself again. That's all we saying. Take a minute. And me personally, I say date yourself. Because there was a minute, and y'all know about this relationship that I went through, and I broke up with old girl, and for a minute, there was no me looking for no woman. I moved this woman from out of state into the state that I was in. Didn't ask her for a dime. Next thing, things led to one thing to another. Lost the job that I was at, and guess what? She walked. She took off. And I was like, whoa, what the hell? What was it about me that I did wrong? And I had to sit back and stop. Because I've been saying this for years. Take a break and date yourself. And I was like, you know what? I don't even want to date nobody. I'm not even trying to talk to anybody.
I'm sorry.
I'm just going to be for myself for a little while.
I got the Aries fire. I need to date.
Chris. And we're not telling everybody to take 5 years, because it don't take everybody that long. It might take a month, 2 months, 3 months.
4 months.
It might take a year. It might take 2 years. I was enjoying it so much till I turned around, and it had been 2 years since that relationship ended. And guess what? I was back on top. I was working a full-time job. I had a way better living situation than I was in before when I was with her, and she wasn't helping me at all. I believe in 50-50 rule, 100-100 rule, whatever you want to say. There's a lot of women out here, and guys too, that don't believe in that. Hey, we could be together and live together, but I ain't putting in on the rent. You got me messed up.
Shit, I've been
told
bitch,
that.
bye. Shit.
I mean, I was told that. You got me fucked up. You think I'm going to help you on the rent? You the man. You ain't doing your part. And I was like, yo, I just need help till I get back on my feet. I've been taking care of this for myself for at least 7 months now. I ain't asked you for a dime. Check that out.
Right.
So when I come to you, and say, hey, can you help me out? I'll give it back. And I literally told her, I will give it back to you next week. I'm waiting for my unemployment to hit. I got cussed out, fellas.
That's some old bullshit.
That's some horseshit.
I can laugh at it now, but Queen will tell y'all, Chris will tell y'all, I'm like, damn. And she took the dog, too. I missed the dog.
Wow. That's
Fuck that damn dog. That dog can die right along with her. Shit, that's how I feel.
If I may join in on this little conversation here, like,
go ahead.
Like what Ricky said, like, piggybacking on what Ricky said, this is why I wish that there was more, well, specifically more males of my age group in this conversation, because I wanted them to hear something like that, because they think just because they freaking got all the girls that they, you know, they got that little foolish pride thing going on. And hell, I'm going to even tell y'all, I was recently, well, even though, like, it ended up falling on his face, but I ain't going to get into that detail. I was recently somewhat involved with a woman who was, like, about to turn 30. At this point in her life, she was actually getting wiser about, you know, her lifestyle. She was basically another queen in the making, if you will. And I mean queen as in the woman that's on this show with us right now.
Oh, I was about to say, ooh.
Now, what I mean by that, here's what I'm saying. She actually saw me at the young age of 23, that she actually discovered a guy who was 23 years old who has the mental capacity of a guy who's about to turn 27. Now, she told me what that means is I may be young, but thankfully I'm not young and stupid or young and completely stupid. I'm actually a lot smarter, have a lot of common sense, and actually know what and what not to do as far as how to treat a lady and, you know, just the basic gentleman type stuff that all men, and I will say all men, should actually follow.
Hey, man, don't you be saying all, man.
Where the fuck you came from?
Holy, what? That came out of nowhere like the arcade.
Ladies and gentlemen, you ever want to join us on Sex Battles? I've been told by my producer, Chris, to wrap it up because our time is running short.
I really did. I wasn't talking about that bitch that she was fucking either.
This is what we going to do, though. Next week, part 2. Because I know it's so much stuff that didn't get said on this show that I want to say, and I'm pretty sure y'all want to join in and say whatever you got to say, too. Join us next week. We're going to do a part 2 to this Real Men. Oh, my God, this has been so good. Our time has come to an end. Make sure you go to Facebook. Go and like the Sex Battles page. Make sure you go and join the group. The group is called Sex Battles. Join the group. We have conversations in the group. We post videos. We have all kind of, comments and post pictures. And we talk about all kind of stuff just like this, like we do on the show all the time on our Sex Battles, in our Sex Battles group. Like our Sex Battles page. If you want to join us at any time, the number to call is 641-715-6. Oh, my bad. 641-715-3640. Enter the code 286-517. Y'all can leave me alone. hit the pound key to bring you straight into the conference where we're at. We do a live show every Wednesday, 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 Central. Queen, let these people know where to find you at.
You can find me on Facebook, Queena Jones, My Two Men Jones, and on Instagram at My Son, My Life, My All.
You can find me on Facebook. I'm Jacob Marshall. I'm accepting friend requests again. So if you let me know you heard me on Sex Battles, you want to be my friend, I will join you in. You can always find me on Twitter at DJ Gator ATL. That's right, at DJ Gator ATL. I'm on Instagram as DJ Gator. That's right, DJ Gator 75. Join me on Instagram. And I'm always inside of the group Sex Battles. And on the like page, pretty much every day I'm posting something. I'm talking about something. So make sure you join us there. Chris, we going to let them know where you can find you, man, and you can take us out of here, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, skinny people, big people, black-ass people, black chocolate biscuit people with fangs, fags and faggots. You already know where to find me, all right? You know you can find me on Facebook at Chris A. Dearworth on Facebook. Also, I also have a upcoming show, the Shay Life episode 2, coming up this Saturday. This show is going to be a little bit more controversial than the first. And what I mean by that is one of my co-hosts actually ran into one of his, I guess, classmates that called him a fag. And and he went tit for tat with him on tag. So we're going to talk about that this Saturday night. And trust and believe, this won't be a PG. This won't be PG-13. This will be mature audiences only, because I have to tell motherfuckers that you can't come for people at 5 o'clock in the morning and then talk about that you a straight man, but then, you going to come to a gay dude and say that I remember that you were gay when we were, you know what, anyway. Stay tuned for that. Remember to subscribe at Mike versus Chris at the Shay Life. And also, if you have any questions, you want to submit your questions, whatever, ask us anything. I don't give a fuck. I pretty much, I answer anything. It don't even matter. Just email your questions to the Shay Life at gmail.com, and we will answer your questions on the show on Saturday. So,
ladies
everybody
and gentlemen, don't go nowhere. We're doing the after show right after this.
So everybody take care.
Appreciate everybody for joining us.
See y'all next Wednesday. All right.
Let's groove together. I wanna groove with you.